of Golgotha, you gave your life for us. You accomplished all what no man can. You conquered death for us, 'cause you gave your life. We're not divided anymore, we are united forevermore. You opened the eyes of the blind and healed the lame to rise. There's no one else like you, there's no one else like you, Jesus. You conquered death for us, so you gave your life. We're not divided anymore, we are united forevermore. You conquered death for us, so you gave your life. We're not divided anymore, we are united forevermore. I can walk on water, nothing is impossible. With you I can walk on water, nothing is impossible. With you I can walk on water, nothing is impossible. With you I can walk on water, nothing is impossible. Conquered death for us, 'cause you gave your life. We're not divided anymore, we are united forevermore. You conquered death for us, 'cause you gave your life. We're not divided anymore, we are united forevermore, Jesus. The story behind that song is, when I read through Matthew 27, Jesus, it's the end of Jesus' life on earth before he died and arose after 3 days. So he's at the cross and he's crying out many times, multiple times, because he's in pain. And every time I read that passage, it's like, man, even for Jesus, it wasn't easy to go at the cross and gave his life, and he had pain. He had a lot of pain. It was so hard that he said, "Eli, Eli, sabachthani," my Father, why do you left me? So I read through this passage every time, and there's one really cool part. It's in Matthew 27, verse 50, and it says, "And Jesus cried out again with a loud voice and yelled up his spirit, and behold, the curtain of the temple was torn in two from top to bottom, and the earth shook and the rocks were split." So what you have to know is, before that happened, we people we're not allowed to go in God's presence. There was only one person who could go in God's presence. That was the high priest, and this area in the temple was divided through a curtain. And at that moment where Jesus was at the cross and crying out, the ground began to shake, and this curtain was broken. And this means that we're not divided anymore. So after Jesus died at the cross, we can unite it forevermore with God again. And this is the whole part of the song. That's the story behind that. I read through that passage, and it's just powerful because it shows what Paul was in that death of Jesus. He set us free from sin. And there is another reference about a story in the Bible about trust in Jesus. And Jesus is going on the water. He's walking on the water, and the disciples are sitting in a boat, and they're afraid. They thought he is a ghost. So Peter said, "If you're Jesus, call me on the water." And Peter walked on the water, but in that moment, when he lost his focus on Jesus, he sank into the water. And Peter was in the water. He couldn't walk anymore. And Jesus said, "You man of little faith." So what I wanted to show in that song is that if you have your focus on Jesus, on God, you can do everything. Everything is possible with him. Nothing is impossible with you. That's what this passage is about. With you, I can walk on water. And if you try that, you know that's actually not possible for you to walk on water, but with God it is possible.